Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? We have another series of mass shootings in Chicago. 7 people have been wounded in a shooting this morning in Douglas Park on the west side of Chicago. A group of people were standing in the park at 2900 block of West Roosevelt Road when someone, a black man in a black Camaro, pulled up and opened fire. A 21-year-old man was hit in the groin, and he's been taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, and the reports are he's in critical condition. A 25-year-old woman also struck in the arm and leg. Her condition is stabilized. There was another 22-year-old woman also hit. She's in Mount Sinai in stabilized condition. A 20-year-old man and 19-year-old woman were both hit. They've been taken to Stroger Hospital. The man was hit in the right side of his body. The woman was struck in the leg. And then 2 other young men, both 23 and 21, were shot, and they took themselves to Mount Sinai Hospital. 7 people shot in a mass shooting at the playground in Chicago, Illinois. But it doesn't stop there. There's this weekend, since Friday night, there's been 40 people shot in Chicago. 3 of them are dead. 37 are wounded in Chicago shootings. 22 people were shot in less than 4 hours this morning, including 14 people shot in Lawndale in a span of 2 hours. So what is going on? Now, the national media is not covering this. And I'm not sure exactly why they're not covering this. They are covering the Dayton, Ohio shooting and the El Paso shooting, but they're not covering what looks like a war zone also in the streets of Chicago. But obviously we have a problem across the country, and we really need to pray. At least 3 people have died in Chicago, 37 more injured within the city limits of Chicago since Friday night. 22 of them were shot this morning in less than 4 hours. In Lawndale on the west side, 14 people were shot in 3 separate shootings. I don't know if they're connected at all. In less than 2 hours. You had the 7 people shot at Douglas Park, and then you had 7 more shot, 3 in one place, 4 in another, in the same area, all in less than 2 hours. It's just getting uglier by the minute, and 5 people were shot on West 18th Street over in Lawndale. 1 person succumbed to those wounds and died. It's really ugly, guys, what's going on. Another man was shot Saturday night over in West Garfield Park. He died. It just won't end. I mean, so again, why is the violence? What is the violence about? Again, we can blame the guns if we want to, but people are shooting people. It's not the gun. It's not the guns. You have a right to bear arms. Thank God. I mean, if you didn't bear arms, if they took away your right to bear arms, there would be massacring going on in this country. At least people have a chance to protect themselves. And you need to have a right to protect yourself from a tyrannical government. That's the reason for the Second Amendment. So that's not even a question there. The question is, what's the evil coming from? Are some of, now there's a lot of reason behind it. I'm not going to get into all of it. I've talked about MK Ultra and targeted shooters and all that stuff before. And you can go to my Patreon channel and learn more about that. And there's a lot of motivations we can talk about here. But the point is, why is evil persistent? Why is the hearts of man on evil continually? It's like we're reading out of Genesis chapter 6. The murder, the madness, the mayhem, the malice, the meanness, the vengeance, the maliciousness of the moment. It's just mind-boggling, really. We got a lot to talk about, guys. I got more stuff. You won't believe what's going on. I mean, you won't believe Iran has just seized a ship. I'm going to talk about all this tonight. Don't miss tonight's Sunday Night Live. I'll be live at 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern. Wow. Are you serious? It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. There's so much stuff going on. Putin. What happened? AOC's chief of staff just had to resign because investigation of federal government of embezzlement of funds. And what does that mean? I don't even know what's going on. There's just so much going on. The news is filled with stuff. I don't know. We're in the last days. Are you saved? Are you saved? Are you saved? And did you hear the Daytona shooter? Not Daytona. Oh, please. The Dayton, Ohio shooter? He killed 9 people and wounded 26. Well, one of the people killed was his own sister. And he was wearing the patches. That was satanic. What's going on? It's all evil, that's for sure. It's all evil. It's of the devil. Don't miss 7 p.m. Eastern. I got to get some coffee. I just can't. Everybody just calm down and get some coffee.